Later today, President Biden will host Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau and Mexican President López Obrador at the White House. It'll be the first North American Leaders Summit, or more commonly referred to as the Three Amigos Summit, since 2016. The White House says the three will, quote, reaffirm their strong ties to address issues like COVID-19, migration, and climate change. NBCNews.com senior White House reporter Shannon Pettypiece joins us now with more. Good morning, Shannon. A lot on the agenda for this summit. As we mentioned, it's the first time these leaders are meeting at the White House since 2016. Tell us more about what the summit is going to look like, what President Biden is hoping to accomplish.
Well, more broadly, as you mentioned, this is the first time the three leaders have come together in quite a while. Of course, under the Trump administration, there were some rather contentious negotiations over renegotiating NAFTA between the three countries. Now the administration says a lot of their focus over the past 10 months has just been trying to rebuild these relationships, not only at the leader-to-leader level, but at the institutional level, so that they feel like there's a good flow of communication to work through disagreements that the countries might have. There are a few specific things, though, we expect the administration to announce today. One is going to be that some vaccine doses that the U.S. donated to Mexico and Canada at the start of the pandemic, or actually I should say loaned to Mexico and Canada at the start of the pandemic, those are going to now be shared with other countries. Mexico and Canada are essentially going to pay that forward and give them to some other countries in the region. And also a commitment to reduce methane and coal and black carbon emissions from oil and natural gas by 75% as much. Another big announcement we expect to hear from them today.
Shannon, according to senior administration officials, President Biden will have separate meetings as well with each leader. So let's start off with Canada. Prime Minister Trudeau, critical of former President Trump's trade policies. What are some of the issues you think the Prime Minister of Canada is expected to bring up?
Well, trade obviously remains a very important issue. Another thing, supply chain issues. The senior administration officials told reporters yesterday they're planning to put together a working group that could identify materials that are vulnerable to shortages, things like critical minerals, and to work to try and have a system in place to head off those type of shortages. The administration also said they're talking about creating a tribal Indigenous peoples working group to address things like violence against Indigenous women and girls. So just a number of issues that we've been previewed that we expect to come up today.
And turning to Mexico, immigration always a major topic. In fact, border apprehensions hit an all-time high this year, according to Customs and Border Protection data. How is President Biden going to address illegal immigration with Mexican President López Obrador?
Yeah, I mean, certainly a lot of tensions there. The administration said one issue they're not going to bring up is this controversial Remain in Mexico policy. The U.S. is under a court order right now where asylum seekers have to remain in Mexico until they can have an asylum hearing. The administration says that's something that's before the courts. They're not going to bring that up. But more broadly, they're hoping that this is an opportunity, they said, for the three countries to lock arms and come up with some common solutions to immigration problems and addressing the root causes, like labor shortages and how to match industries with short supply of labor to people who are looking for work, issues like that, and also human trafficking, how to really be able to identify and crack down on some of these human trafficking issues we've been seeing.
All right. Thank you, Shannon, so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.